Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Guys, we are talking Warrior Season 3, Episode 1, titled Exactly the Wrong Time to Get Proud. Guys, I want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. I'm going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out. As if you've already seen it, you have been warned. And if you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give me the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, helping me reach my next milestone of 50,000 subscribers. I did a recap review for season 1. I did a recap review for season 2. And now, guys, we are here for season 3. And just to let you know, if this is your first time here, I will be recapping, reviewing each episode of Warriors season 3 on Max. Also doing a live video as well. I don't know if that's going to be Friday nights or Saturday in the daytime, in the afternoon. We'll just have to see. Let me know in the comment section. And on top of me giving you a weekly recap video and a live each week for each episode of Warrior Season 3, I will also be giving you at least one movie review per week from the Hiya website or that app. Yes, hiya.com. I have a subscription here, and they have a number of martial arts films. The first one that I will be reviewing on my channel is Young Yip Man. Yes, Young Yip Man. I have seen it. It is pretty good. And next on the list will be Foggy Mountain, Eye for an Eye, The Blind Swordsman, and a number of these. I'm going to get through as many as I possibly can. But before we do that, guys, make sure you subscribe and check out my recaps for Warrior Season 3. Now, Season 1 was great, but Season 2 was even better. One of the things I did forget to talk about in my Season 2 recap review was Zing was locked up in prison. He was in the post-credit scene, and it looks like he's going to be popping up at some time in Season 3, and I can't wait to see how that's going to play out. Also, Penny, Miss Penelope Blake, the wife of the mayor. Buckley done went crazy and stabbed himself and then convinced everybody that was her, and they got her in the crazy house. We did not get to see her this episode in episode 1, but I can't wait to see where she is going to pop up as well. Now, with this first episode, it's not much that happened, okay? Not much that happened, but it was still entertaining. And the fighting started at the very beginning of the episode, and I was impressed. I was thrilled. It looks like the choreography is even sharper than it was in season 2, and I'm here for it. It was choreographed quite nice. I love the music, the effects, the edits. The takes are even longer. It's not that many breaks in the shot. There are much longer takes that I took notice of, and I really do appreciate that when it comes to my martial arts entertainment and choreography and all that. The only thing that bugs me and kind of grinds my gears, guys, is we still have the Chinese, the Tongs fighting each other. Like, seriously, the episode started off picking up right where season 2 left off. The Chinese, the Tongs were teaming up, working together to fight the white people, to fight the bulls, to fight the white supremacists. And that's what's up. That is a beautiful thing right there. I was so happy to see this. And it just seems like a couple of days later, because they're still trying to clean up all the aftermath, that y'all want to start fighting again because Mei Ling wants to go over and step on the Hopways territory. I was really pissed by that. And then it was a nice one-on-one fight between Lee Yong and Sahm, but they don't need to be fighting. This is silly, and I was really frustrated right there with the writing. I'm like, oh my gosh, the choreography, the fighting is so great, but here y'all go again fighting each other. This don't make no sense. Y'all should, I mean, I didn't want to see them fighting again until at least the middle of the season, but you know, hey, you guys let me know what you think, but I'm a bit disappointed right there. We also got Bill O'Hara coming back, and you know, he is an interesting character because he is always trying to clean up some mess. Your boy Lee done quit on him last season, and I don't think he's gonna come back. And towards the end of this episode, he was like, hey, just want to let you know that I still got your badge and your gun just in case you want to come back. But Lee does not want to come back. Lee is going to turn into some vigilante. I already can predict it. It would be interesting to see how that plays out. He's up here knocking down black girls, and that takes it back to his backstory because he did fall in love with the slave back in the day. But yes, Lee don't want to have nothing to do with Bill, and I kind of find that hilarious. Y'all let me know in the comment section if you do as well. And again, I did like Chow the first season, but he became one of my favorite in season 2, and this man is still not taking no crap in season 3. We see him early on as the independent contractor, making deals with everybody, trying to deliver him some old guns, and he wants that $100, but these white men in his face are being disrespectful. I know what I chose, $100, but I'm not gonna take your word. How do I know? And you're gonna point the gun at his face like that? No, that's just disrespectful. And you're gonna throw the $100 on the ground. Completely unnecessary. I'm glad with what happened at the end of this episode. There is no reason to disrespect Child like that. He's a businessman, but hey, some people just got sticks up their butts and have an attitude. But I'm really glad the Child is not no pushover. He's not a fighter, how we saw in season 2. Now, he will fight. He will pull out the guns and the daggers and all that and throw down if it comes down to it. But that is definitely not his first resort, and I like the way he's moving around. So it is really nice to see Child come back in this season, putting his foot down and not taking no disrespect from nobody. Even later on in this episode, where Young June tried to approach him at the brothel, he throws the axe down on the desk like, hey, what is this? And he calls out the steel. He's like, hey, my father was really down with loyalty. And Child was like, your father respected me as an independent contractor, okay? I think you should give me the same respect. If you do want to do business, give me the money. We can set up a time, but don't threaten me. It's not going to work. And he just walks off all jolly. I love Child. I really do love Child. But talking about Young June, man, he is the leader now. And again, I love the way that things ended at the end of season 2 with this Father June. I really did like Father June, and I hope he comes back, but he is not the best leader right now. The cops, the bulls are shutting down businesses everywhere, escalating these ordinances, and that is making the Chinese hurt and lose money as far as economics and all of that. And nobody's hitting their margins, nobody's hitting their quotas, and people are starving. But you can't just be going up here, Young June, slapping old people and stringing them up. That's just not how things go. Your boy Hong didn't feel that way. Sahm didn't feel that way. The son or whoever was about to come whoop your ass until the mama held him back. But that is just not a good look right there. Like Sahm said, flying off the handle is not going to help you there. It's just not. And so hopefully Young June can get it together and be a good leader for the Hop Way, because I don't want them to fall apart, and I don't want to see the Chinese and the Tongs fighting each other that much anymore. But speaking about the Tongs, it seems like we have a new Tong in the building by the name of Kung Bak, played by Mark Dacus. Y'all let me know how much I'm butchering that, but this man has been in the game for a minute, and I did not know he was going to be popping up in season 3. Mark Dacus is an actor, director, martial artist, and television personality. Last time I seen him, yeah, he was in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, and now he is in Warrior Season 3. And of course, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in more episodes as well, but he has now teamed up with the Long Z, and I like that. I like him as an actor, and hopefully he can bring some nice dazzle and sprinkles into this show that already has enough. But we also find out that he does have a backstory, a backlife, some history with Lee Yong, played by Joe Taslim. I cannot wait to see this gentleman in action. I know the fighting is going to be dope as hell, and I want to know how Sahm and Young June are going to react, that they have other Tongs teaming up, making them stronger. And so we're just going to see how that plays out. But Mei Ling is still pissing me off as well, since we're talking about the Long Z, because she is constantly teaming up with Buckley when she should be teaming up with the Hop Way. She does not care. She's just trying to gain power, whatever it costs, at the expense of her own people, and I don't like that. Buckley is no good. He is an evil white supremacist at the top, pulling everybody's puppet strings, just trying to stay out of the daylight, in the shadows, and I just don't like that Mei Ling is working with him. It just really rubs me the wrong way. It grinds my gears. I don't like it. Towards the end of the episode, Mei Ling trying to get in with the white ladies too. Now, I'm not mad at her for that. She's trying to expand her business, and I like the fact that Lee Yong was like, hey, I'm not happy with this. I don't like the way they look at you. They're never going to see us as equals. I'm really glad that he's conscious enough to realize that. And I'm also, even though I really don't like Mei Ling, she's getting on my nerve, I like that she's mature enough and smart enough to realize that too. Okay, hey, they're never going to look at us as equals, but at the same time, our money is as good as anyone else's everywhere. And so let's try to expand out as much as we can, because Chinatown is getting smaller. As long as they just don't go in there just thinking like, oh my God, we're going to have a great relationship and they love me and all this. That's just stupid crap thinking right there. And nobody can afford to think that way. But at least Mei Ling and Lee Yong know enough that they're not going to be looked as equals. And so that's cool. I can respect that to a degree. It's also nice to see Atoy back. She is pretty much healed right now. She went back to the pasture, to the farm, excuse me, and she saw her old friend lie out there, who I'm perceiving as death. But Nelly, they're having their love making scene. I like all that. As long as they're happy, hey, it works for me. And they seem like they're going to be a pretty decent couple. We're going to see how that's going to play out. I can imagine that there is going to be something about their backstory that revealed from either one of them that we don't know. And I can't wait to see how all of that plays out. Talk about backstories. I almost forgot that young June found out at the end of season 2 that Sahm and Mei Ling are brother and sisters. And so they're still going to carry on in season 3. And hopefully it doesn't cause too many rifts as well. Now, we can't forget Dylan O'Leary. He is trying to get more political, showing up to these councils, these meetings, and they're trying to get these margins down. And he's trying to do everything that he can. He realizes that brute force is not the only way. It's not the only option. But Leary is not a good guy to me. He's on the bad side. He's an antagonist, but I still love his character. I'm still glad that he is a part of the show. Only thing I didn't like about him in season 2 is that he was stopped dead like a deer and caught in headlights every time Sophie would pop up. I mean, the world could be on fire. Sophie pops up. He just stops everything and just runs to her. That was very, very annoying because Sophie was just not a good person, in my opinion. She was very childish. And for her to receive so much attention from Leary, that just really rubbed me the wrong way. But anyway, Leary, he's trying to get political. He's trying to get jobs for his working Irish man. He's trying to buy them drinks at the bar. They're giving him attitude, and that was kind of a funny scene. I like that. Hey, you're an a-hole when you're drunk, and hey, but I'm a cunt when I'm sober. I kind of found that funny. But Leary goes up and beats Mr. Sanderson so they can get those margins low, and I wonder if that's going to come back and bite him in the butt. I kind of hope so because I just don't like bullies, but we're going to see how that plays out. Hopefully, Sahm can whip his ass again, and that was a great scene at the very end of season 2. And one thing I'm really interested in seeing play out is Kung Pok, played by Mark Dacascos. I really do like him as an actor, and when he was confronting Lee Young, played by George Haslam, he was like, hey, when Long Z died, wasn't you supposed to take over as the leader of the group, as the leader of the Tongs? Why? Why is Mei Ling there? He's like, hey, she did more than I could, so he don't really approve of Mei Ling at the throne. So we're going to, see how that plays out. And we're also going to see if Chow and the rest of the Hopway are going to start printing money. A lot good can come from that and a lot of bad stuff too. So we're just going to have to see. But guys, that is episode 1 for Warrior season 3, titled Exactly the Wrong Time to Get Proud. I really enjoyed recapping this with you guys, and I cannot wait to see episode 2. By the time you see this, that will be uploaded on my channel as well, and episode 3, because HBO Max, they're giving us 3 episodes at once on June 29th. So make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be covering the hell out of this show. Again, guys, if you're into martial arts, again, make sure you subscribe as well because I will be giving you guys at least 1 movie review per week from the Hayat website, from that app. They have a ton of martial arts film. This is not even all of them. This is just all I'm showing you right here. But my first one would be Young Yip Man. I already seen it. I already got it recorded, uploaded, all that good stuff. Check it out. Let's have a good time. And make sure you also come back. I'm going to be having a live on July 1st. That's a Saturday at 4 p.m. CST. I would hold it Friday, but I don't have enough time. And I know this is 3 episodes, so I want to give everybody enough time to watch it. But we're going to recap episodes 1, 2, and 3 live together Saturday, July the 1st, 2023, 4 p.m. CST. Guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. I'll see y'all episode 2. Peace.